Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Daisy. If you follow my channel, you know I tested many DTF printers, each with its advantages and disadvantages. But today I want to unbox something that just arrived and really caught my attention. It's the DTF Procolored K13 Lite printer. Why? Because it's not just about printing, but about a machine designed for us creators, with a customizable retro touchscreen and a smokeless oven that keeps your space fresh. This printer promises to make printing easier, healthier, and a lot more fun. Let's see if it really delivers what it promises. So let's open the printer box. The first thing we see is the accessory box and a roll of DTF film. And of course, the K13 Lite printer. This one is pink, but you can also find it in white. I love this pink with its compact and modern design that already feels professional. And this is the Panda oven from Procolored. I have to say it's a little heavy, but I love it because it's smokeless, safe to use at home or in small studios like mine. Now I'm going to remove the back to show you the full design so you can see both the printer and the oven clearly. I love the oven's design, and that panda face on the top give it such a cute touch. I cannot wait to set them up and start with the first personalized prints. Here we already have the DTF Procolored K13 Lite printer. I love its color. I am surprised because I didn't expect it to be this shade, and I love it. And here is the Panda oven from Procolored, a smokeless oven that doesn't release gases outside thanks to its filtering system. This makes it safer for home use or small studios like mine. And it also guarantees uniform, high quality drying for your DTF prints. Now let me show you all the accessories included with the printer. And in this box, we have more accessories. This one came with the Procolored oven. This is an ice block, also called a cooling block. It's very nice and really useful because it helps us cool down the design after pressing, so we can peel off the film quickly and easily. I'll put it in the freezer so it's ready when we need it during our prints. Now, let's open the box with the consumables. Here we have ink in all colors, a bottle of solution, and a bag of DTF powder. Everything we need to start making our first personalized print. Because sometimes the consumables are shipped separately, like in this case. Before turning on the printer, it's very important to follow these instructions. This yellow note says, remove the yellow fixing plate from the ink cartridge first, and then turn on the power. These are the two elements we must remove before turning on the printer. Don't forget to remove them. It's very important. Now let's install the tray with the DTF film cutting blade. Look at the screws at the front of the printer. Just loosen them a little, not remove them completely. In the slot next to the screws, we insert the tray. Then underneath, we use the screwdriver to tighten the screws and make sure the tray doesn't move. We'll remove the tape protecting the blade and continue. Next, we move to the back of the printer to install the DTF film roll. We'll remove the screws from both ends, place the clamps and tighten them with the screws we just removed, making sure they're secure. Then we assemble the bar where the DTF film roll will go. Below in this video's description, I'll leave you the link to this machine in case you'd like to know more about it or get your own. Don't forget to use my affiliate link. Now we place the roll with the arrow facing forward and position it in the fitting area. Finally, we plug in the printer, and once it's on, we feed the film forward to make sure everything is working correctly. Let's connect the power cable to the printer. Let's connect the USB cable to the computer and also connect the dongle to the computer. This is the dongle. It's very important to connect the USB cable and the dongle to the computer before starting the driver and software installation. Before installing the driver and software, let's feed the film. Turn on the printer, then press down arrow to feed it forward, or the up arrow to roll it back. Something very important, based on my experience with DTF printers, is not to film the ink tanks before installing the driver and software on the computer. Why? Because sometimes the installation takes time or the driver doesn't connect immediately due to the computer's antivirus protection or other factors that might require help from Procolored technicians or engineers. And we don't want to be stressed during that process if the tanks already had ink, since there's a risk the ink could dry or even damage the print head. That's why it's better to first install the driver and software, confirm the printer is connected properly, and only then fill the ink tanks with complete peace of mind. Now I'm going to show you how I install the driver and software easily and without any issues. I also share some pro tips to help in case the driver doesn't work the first time. To download the driver and program, first we go to the Procolored's website at procolored.com. We go to the support section, then resources and downloads. We scroll down until we find our printer model. In this case, the K13 Lite Pink. If you have the white one, select that one. I select the option to download the software. When the next page opens, we download the 3 files shown there by clicking the download arrow. This file will be saved in the download folder, which you can also access in the top right corner of your browser. I created a separate folder called Procolored K13 Lite to keep everything more organized. Now, the first thing we'll install is the K13 Lite printer driver, the one with the little blue icon. We open it, press OK, agree, and follow the steps until the installation starts. This might take a while depending on your computer. Then it will ask about the connection. We select USB and press OK. It might take a few more seconds, and then it will ask us to restart the computer. After that, we go back to the folder and continue with the ProRip program installation. which is where we will load the images to print in DTF. Click Next, I agree, and Install. When it finishes, press Finish and the program opens automatically. Press Allow. Then click the arrow on the top right corner, then the printer icon and select K13 Lite. Very important, mark it as default. Next, go to the P icon that says Print Terminal. There, select the printer again. Under Printer, choose the one that appears as Epson L1300 and select the port where you connected it. I connected mine to USB 001 on my computer. Press OK and done. Now we have the driver and software installed. Now just make sure the printer is properly connected. If the driver and software communicate with the printer, you'll see it move. If not, it means it's still not connected. In that case, we might need to temporarily disable the antivirus while doing the installation. Here is how to do it on a Windows computer. In the Windows search bar, type Virus Protection. Then scroll down to the Virus and Threat Protection option. Go to Manage Settings and there disable real-time protection, but only while installing the driver and software. When we finish the installation, go back to the same window and turn the protection back on. If even then it doesn't work, I recommend contacting Procolored engineers. All set. The printer is already assembled, configured, and connected. Now it's time to fill the ink tanks and start with our first print. Let's do it! Here we have the full ink set we'll use to fill the tanks of the K13 Lite printer. This set came with the printer, and as I mentioned earlier, if it's not in the main box, it might come separately. It also includes a bottle of the nozzle protection solution. The note here says to make sure the printer is connected to the computer before filling the ink tanks. I already mentioned this before, and it's very important. Before filling the tanks, shake each ink bottle well so the ink mixes properly. Let's fill the tanks one by one, following the correct color so we don't confuse them. It's essential to put each color in its corresponding tank. That way, we avoid any mistakes during printing. Once we fill the tanks, let's fill the cartridges. This process is super easy compared to other printers. Just press this button and they start filling automatically. You might need to press it 2 or 3 times to make sure they are completely full. When the cartridges are ready, press the droplet button to do a head cleaning. You'll hear the cleaning sound and you'll also notice the waste container starts to fill a little. Once the process finished, check the power button. If the light is no longer blinking, it means everything is done. Then go to the ProRip program. In the top right corner, select the test nozzle icon and send a test print. When the test comes out, check that all the lines are continuous and full of ink. To see them better, you can use a white sheet behind, and for white ink, use a black sheet. If all the lines look straight and complete, we're ready to start printing. Let's upload the designs we'll print. Click the little mountain icon in the top left corner. Open the folder where you saved your designs, select them, and open them. For DTF printing, it's recommended to use designs with a transparent background, like this one. Now we can print just one design or several at the same time. To fit several, click this top icon, keep the width as is, but increase the height. Double, triple, or however much you need. For example, you can place 3 or 4 designs and load them just like we did with the first one. I'll just print one for now. This one in the middle, I'll move up. We can resize using the corner dots or resize from the bottom left corner of the screen. We can also rotate it there, but I will print it just as it was at the beginning. The designs I use for DTF are usually ones I create using Kiro or Canva. And if I don't have time, I download them from Creative Fabrica. They have a huge variety of beautiful designs to print in DTF. Not only fall designs, but for every occasion. In the video description, I leave you the Creative Fabrica link so you can download your own. Once your design is ready, click RIP and you'll see a preview on how it will print. Remember that for DTF, designs must be printed in mirror mode. If you don't see it in mirror mode, expand the settings and select mirror mode. Then click print. And let's go to the printer to see how it prints our first designs. Here, I already have my first print with the new DTF Procolored K13 Lite printer. The design looks beautiful, super cute and large. The best part is that we can cut this design here and continue printing one by one, or even print 2, 3, up to 10 designs at once, or even more if you wish. Now let's apply the DTF powder. For this, we need a white container where the design fits. We'll use the DTF powder that came with the machine. And it's important to apply it generously until the whole surface is covered. Then shake off the excess. Don't worry, we can reuse that same powder. With the design ready, let's move to the next step, curing. For this, we'll use the smokeless oven that also came with the printer. Let's preheat the oven to 130 degrees Celsius and set the timer to 160 seconds. Actually, the time can vary between 160 and 180 seconds, depending on your test and what works best for you. For me, these are the ideal parameters, but you can adjust them until you find your perfect setting. Once it reaches the set temperature, let's start curing our DTF prints. This oven is the improved Procolor version, which means it's smokeless. It doesn't release smoke outside. Make it much safer and more comfortable to work indoor or in small spaces. Plus, it ensures even and fast drying without compromising your design's quality. And done. Here we have the cured design, ready to transfer onto a garment or any item. If you don't need to press immediately, you can also store it for later without problems. Another advantage is that you can not only use them for your own projects, but also sell these cured prints to people who don't yet own a DTF printer, which opens up a great business opportunity. Depending on the design size, you can cure one or multiple images at the same time. In my case, this print is large, so only one fits. But if they were letter size, you could fit up to two. Now let's move on to the most exciting part, customizing different items. I'll show you how to apply the designs to a t-shirt, Canvas tote bag, a wooden sign, and a shipping or gift box. If you would like to see more ideas of what items you could personalize with DTF print, I invite you to watch my video on my channel, where I show you how to personalize 10 different items with DTF prints. To transfer the designs onto garments or items, we'll need a heat press. For the t-shirt and the tote bag, I'll use my Atom 15 by 15 inches press, which is perfect for textiles. On the other hand, for pressing the wood and the card box, I'll use a manual heat press, which makes it much easier to work with these rigid or irregular surfaces. This first print will be on a white cotton polyester blend t-shirt. The advantage of DTF is that we can press on any fabric type, cotton, polyester, blends, and on any color. First, let's prepare the garment. Place the t-shirt in the press and pre-press it for 10 seconds to remove wrinkles. Then clean the surface with a lint roller. Once ready, align the design, place a Teflon sheet on top, and press it at 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. That is 160 degrees Celsius. When it's done, let the design cool before removing the clear film. To speed up cooling, use the cooling block that came in the box. Then peel off the film. Place the clear sheet back in the Teflon layer and press for another 8 seconds to ensure it's well adhered. And done! Here's our first personalized item with the new DTF Procolored K13 Lite. It turned out beautiful and large. With this process, we can create endless customizations. Today, I focus on a fall theme since the season is approaching. Now, let's personalize a black canvas tote bag. We follow the same procedure. Pre-press for 10 seconds to remove wrinkles, clean with a lint roller, place the Teflon layer, and press at 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 seconds. Let it cool, peel off the film, and press again for 8 to 10 seconds, and done. Our second customization looks spectacular. For the third project, we'll use a manual heat press on a wooden sign painted white. Align the design, place the Teflon layer, and press at 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 30 seconds, moving the press around and applying pressure to cover the entire design. Let it cool, peel off the clear film, and if you want, press another 8 to 10 seconds to secure adhesion, being careful not to overheat. Look how beautiful this fall sign turned out. Perfect for personal use, gift, or to add to your custom business portfolio. I think I will use this one for personal use. I like it so much. Lastly, let's customize a shipping or gift box. DTF is not just for fabrics. We can use it on cardboard boxes, wood, tiles, and many other items. Here, I place the logo in the center, but for my shipping boxes, I usually place it on the side to leave space for the shipping label. If you'd like to see more ideas, on my channel I have a tutorial where I show you 10 different items you can customize with DTF. Also, I leave the printer link in the description in case you want to learn more or get your own. Don't forget to use my affiliate link. And that's how we wrap up our journey with the DTF Procolored K13 Lite printer. From unboxing to setup, ink filling, first designs, and personalization on t-shirts, tote bags, wood, and boxes. We've seen how easy, versatile, and accessible this machine is for creators of all levels. If you like this video and want to see more tutorials, tests, and customization with this printer, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, and give it a like if you enjoy it. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next video with many more creative ideas and projects.